Hello, I'm LuNEJuNE and this will be a slightly controversial video. Now the reason why I'm saying this is because there has been a minor outcry from the community of the dicers that 111% is not doing their job right. Things such as not treating their players well to poor decision making with updates. I will go on with 3 most problematic issues with random dice and 111% as a whole, and how they can possibly fix this to make the game a better and more welcoming game to newer players. The reason why this topic was introduced in the first place is all because of this one reason. They were not treating players equally and well. This obviously made the communities mad and players started to leave because of this one big reason. This all started at around July 2020 where there were a series of hackers who started making this cheat known as wave boosting. They often called it wave boosting services or wave boost. What this did was very simple. A player who had the exploit activated would bring in another player into their co-op game. Then they would proceed to use the exploit to make it go to like wave 2 million. This gave a huge difference to resources and cards in general with the other players. This is obviously a foul play and 111% themselves started banning these players. The problem lies in the banning these players part of the sentence. Yes, they did ban the exploiters and cheaters, but they also banned the players who were also in the same corresponding co-op game as the cheaters. This meant that if you've met a wave booster in a random co-op game, which did happen to some people, they were immediately banned like there was no hesitation. This single mistake led many players to quit the game. There are still many more examples like this one, like banning players who were able to grind 200+% crit within 3 days were banned, and they would most likely read reports and bugs that are written in Korean. If you wrote it in English, there was a high chance that they would just skip. Recently, they gave out to all players around 1,000 gems and a legendary ore. This wasn't as rare since they would sometimes give out free resources to compensate for whatever mistake they've done. But this time it wasn't the same. It was a mistake. This meant that the 1,000 free gems and the legendary ore was not intentional. This was later on retrieved back from the players and how they did was unbelievable. They subtracted 1,000 gems and a legendary ore from the players that claimed the rewards. What this meant was if you've already used up your 1,000 gems and had 0, you would be in debt by 1,000 gems. A ton of players got aggressive towards this decision, mostly Reddit. Luckily, if you didn't collect the gems and ore, this would not happen to you like me. But because of their poor decision making and avoidable mistakes, many players left the game. Whenever someone gets banned for no particular reason except being suspicious in the game, they would most likely just contact the game via customer contacting methods and try to sort the issue out, right? So it would be obvious enough that dicers in this game would do the same thing. They do, but with a twist. The random dice customer contact isn't that responsive. They would start off the reply by an automated response, and then they would constantly send automated responses after automated responses towards the player. These sent automated responses were also all the same. This is just my opinion, but they are very ignorant of the player base and they don't really care much about it. In fact, even some bug discoveries aren't even an interest in their mind. Someone's game broke? Well, too bad. Your shop isn't working properly? Not our fault. I wish they would do something about it and pay a little bit more attention towards their player base and the game. Thanks for watching me ramble for a few minutes, and I'll see you in the next video.